Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. Now in this one you see I am playing my paladin again, and we're over... Actually, I'm not even targeting anything right now. Hold on a second, let me get a handle on this. Spot just opened up on Orc Hill, so it looks like we may have a bigger and better group to go to here in a second. Doing as much damage with these things as I would like. They are yellow. And I got something to show you guys. I just got a gift from my friend here. He went ahead and decked out my entire character in armor. So that was really, really nice of him. I want to give him a shout out for that. Also, I'll show you each and every piece of the armor as things slow down here. Not the greatest fight here. I don't know if we're doing enough damage or what's going on. But I don't want to die because I'm not paying attention. Yeah, the sword is working a lot better than the mace that I had before. Let's put myself on follow. I'm actually able to hit with this sword, whereas the mace I had the other night was such garbage, because it's just regular trash stuff that we picked up, that I was having a hard time hitting the creatures we were fighting. Go ahead and get this going. So now we got a full group, and I'll show you the armor that I've got. We went ahead and got some bandit armor. Banded cape. And let me go ahead and pull these guys. Actually, I'll let this guy do it. It looks like that's what his job is. There we go. So you guys take a look at that armor, and I'll put up some new armor here in a second. But it's pretty good. I mean, all of it has extra added AC. My class can wear it. And let's see what else. What about the boots? You got the pants. Let's see, you got the bracer. Sleeves. And they're all probably wondering why I'm being so slow tonight. It's because I'm talking to you guys. Not even targeting the right people. Get on the ball. Let's see, I'll show you the breastplate because that will be the one with the most AC always. 15 AC, so that's really, really nice. And of course I got a new sword. This is just an awesome thing to have at this level. Really, really allows me to take creatures on that I normally wouldn't be able to take. No one over here. Our group's doing so well, I'm going to go and pull these guys. Go ahead and close these down so you guys can see. If any of you guys want to see more stats on those, if I went through them too quickly or I missed one in there, be sure to hit that in the comments and I'll show them again. It's just really, really good armor, and you can see what my stats are right here. This guy's still alive. Close this down. See, there's already somebody here. I don't know if he's gonna survive that. 4 of them. No, he's doing fine. Yep, guess we're heading back. Now, you may be wondering why I don't have any spells up. Well, it's simply because I looked last night, and I don't actually get any spells till level 9. Okay, we got some more back. See, is anybody here with me? Inside would be cool to check out. I think we'd probably do better out here. Inside would be really, really tough battles, to be honest, and we really wouldn't be able to go very far into the zone. You know, because occasionally we have a pretty tough battle out here. I would actually say there's more orcs here than there would be in there, at least the ones we can hunt. Better dungeon experience inside. Well, that's true. Dungeons do offer an experience bonus because they're trying to promote people to group together in areas that are, you know, designed for that. Okay, so let's head on over there then. And you can see that you may be hunting in an easier spot, and you'd be like, ah, that's not something I want to get into a group hunting there. But if the group is good enough, people will take it upon themselves to move and go to a better spot. You know, so don't be swayed when they're like, oh, we're just hunting orcs. That may lead to a name down the road if it happens to, you know, get the right set of people, the right, you know, experienced players that can do it. If you have a couple twinks in there, that's their kinks, you know, that's definitely going to make a difference. So, you know, sometimes I would start groups in some of the weirdest places, and when we finally ended the group, we went through 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 zones, and just had some great times. You know, it's awesome to travel some of these most dangerous areas with a group of people you know aren't just going to leave you when things go bad, because you've been with them for, like, you know, 4 hours hunting in other zones. So you guys are kind of like a little pact. You know, you can somewhat rely on the other ones, so they're not some of these people who will join your group and like 2 minutes later literally will be gone. Man, there's a lot of people on tonight. And it's pretty late too, so you usually don't see this many people on this late, but man, this is great. This server is really blowing up. If you guys are watching, you know, you're welcome to make a character, try it out. It's a great game, and would love to see you guys in it. I'm constantly making new characters to try out different races. So even if you guys are just starting the game, you guys are still welcome to group with me. Let's see, what level are these guys? These guys are even at level 8. Or no, not even level 8. It was level 6. Not level 4. I can't believe we're in here so early. Alright, you can hunt here all the way to like level 15. Oh, I guess he had his zone, or maybe he died. You know, because we got here pretty easy, but normally you have to kill your way here because there are a lot of creatures up in between where we were just at, but I don't know where he's going. He's gonna get a slaver. Okay, I guess we're fighting it over there. Trying to get his attention by using my taunt, but because I kept trying to pull it back. That's the problem when you get into a new area. You need to figure this stuff out. I'm not gonna be able to get taunt in time. There he goes. Backed up. Sometimes that's all it takes is to back up, because the creature will go to the person closest to him that has the most aggro. If you still dramatic amount of aggro because you hit him with a huge attack, or you attack too much too quickly, or you heal too quickly, whatever the case may be, and you just have an overabundance, he will leave his location to come attack you. But that's usually not the case. If you're far enough away, you know, the further away you are, usually the safer you are, especially because he may move towards you back here and heal up. Okay, well, yeah, we can pull it here. That's gonna be a tough fight. It's red. Yeah, same here. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any spells yet, so I can't really help out with that regard. Okay, so they don't even want to take that guy on. We get some dark blues over here. I'll just have to be cautious about who I pull. And you can see I'm holding down the second mouse button and using the arrow keys, and I strafe rather than turn. So I'm able to go around corners and things of that sort and kind of see who's around the corner without, you know, going straight and turning. Now, it's a good idea if you're the tank to turn the creature away from the group, mainly so that people who are attacking with you can, you know, hit him from behind so they do more damage, but also because if he has an area effect spell, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it's directional, which means he'll shoot it at whoever he's attacking rather than at a 360-degree angle and get everybody. So by turning him away from the group, if he does anything like that, you're the only one who gets hit with it. And as a tank, you have basically an innate ability to resist that stuff better than pretty much anybody else. It doesn't say it anywhere, but I've played a lot of different classes. I played my Shadow Knight, I played Cleric, I played Casters, and even with the armor that you get that's geared towards resisting that stuff, even with that calculated in there, they simply resist it so much better than anybody else. So you want to make sure that you're the one who gets hit with it, because you can get hit with it a lot easier. Plus, if the cleric is only healing you instead of 5 other people because the area effect spell went off, he'll have more power for you, which means the fight can go longer and chances are you won't die. So it's just in your interest, and it's in the interest of everybody else, that you turn the mob if able. You know, you don't want to go and, you know, aggro 5 or 6 other mobs because you're trying to turn it away and it has to be every fight. It doesn't have to be every fight. You'll learn which creatures do it and which ones don't. But if you get into the habit, then you won't even have to worry about that. Hold on, I think they see something up here. Now, some of the guys are AFK, so I didn't want to pull too much. You know, especially if I pull a big one and then It turns out that my healer wasn't even here. Now this is what you call a body pull. I have no aggro on me other than the fact that I'm the first one he saw. Yeah, he's probably right. I was going to say I'm up for it, but we should see if we can do it here first before we even mess with someplace else. Now, if you do it right, you can body pull without getting aggro of a whole bunch of other guys. I guess they came up to meet me. Normally you would pull it back. Now, as tank, you want to be pretty much on the ball when targeting these guys, because a lot of people are going to, you know, assist through you because you're the guy they need to target, you know. Unless you have like a main tank and a secondary tank. Now, usually the secondary tank will be the puller, and the main tank will pick out the choice targets so that everybody can get on his target right away, while the secondary tank pretty much... what are these guys doing? Are we going in here? I'll finish that thought here in a second, but I want to make sure my guys don't die by going in someplace. They're doing just so much more damage than I am. And you won't have to worry about that again later on in levels when your taunt has gotten... I think around level 25, I never really had to worry about somebody stealing aggro unless they were just being careless, you know, like attacking too soon or too much. But those are things that you learn how to you know, avoid doing, and dwarves might aggro me. Well, let's go back here. I don't know if everybody saw where we were going. I hope they did, because this one seems like it's hurting pretty bad. It's red. Let's bring it back. When in doubt, go back to your group. Don't be a hero and be like, oh, I can taunt this guy by myself, or tank this guy by myself, and everybody's going to come run into my aid. Sometimes they will. Sometimes they'll see that you're in trouble and they'll go running out there, but in reality, they have no clue where you're at. They know the likely places to run down the main hallway, you know, but unless you're the puller and you happen to get rooted or something like that, you know, if that happens to you, don't just sit there with your back turned to them, you know, attack and keep constantly pushing back. Now, that's going to slow you down a little bit when your root finally breaks, you know, to turn around and get going at full speed again, but the whole time your back is turned, you're going to be getting hit, you know, like 3 or 4 times as hard as you normally would, so... it usually works out best to just turn around and face them for a little while, because root usually lasts for a good deal. No, I used my lay hands. I'm gonna have to move that key, because that's the second time I've done that. Somebody's taking that Lego on. There are a few names that spawn in this zone, guys, and I'll do a complete walkthrough and videos as I get high enough level to kind of roam through, and I'll show you the loot tables and things of that sort of any of the names that we kill. Around this corner, you're going to have a lot more Legos that will spawn, and I don't think we're capable of taking those guys on. Or maybe we are. They don't seem to think so, though. Crushbone belts are only for good races, unfortunately. Not to wear them, but to turn them in for the experience. Let's see. I don't want to pull too many. He has no fear. He just rushes in there and starts pulling. I guess I'm still used for the higher level zones where if you die, it's a huge deal. So you spend the extra few moments to, you know, take a look around, make sure you're not going to pull more than one person. This guy's red to us, and he's over there pulling another one. Although we're doing it. Nice. Let me zoom in for you guys so you guys get a different view. Now, as a puller, I usually don't use this view too often, simply because it kind of limits what you can see. For those of you who may have played Everquest way back when... Oh crap, there's a Legionnaire there. So it just killed him and then ran away. That's sucky, but better than the whole group wiping. Oh, great. Well, I didn't attack it, so I didn't get any faction hit. Yeah, it looked like he died in like one hit. Maybe that's the one he attacked. Yeah, we don't want that one. Not yet. And for those of you who want to see that area, I did videos up there with my cleric before it got... I think he's saying my playing is less than stellar tonight, and I'd probably agree. I haven't really been paying too close attention to the actual gameplay. I've been commenting too much, which I probably shouldn't, but that Lego was not my fault. He pulled that one, and the fact that it only killed him just goes to show. Because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes a creature will only attack the person who's attacked it if nobody else has, you know, buffed the guy up recently or healed him after he's attacked. So you'll have the puller who goes off, and if he gets a bad pull, he'll just sit there and die. Just clear the entrance up for him. Okay, so we lost 2 people there. Although only one of them said they were leaving. There's a train coming into the zone. For those of you who are not familiar with trains, it's somebody who's gotten overwhelmed. Oh, crap. And as soon as he zones, these guys will start paving back to where they're supposed to be, where they spawn from. And on the way, they basically lose aggro with whoever they were attacking because they've zoned. So now they don't see him anymore as a threat, but they are still aggro as if you had walked close to them and they're walking through the zone. So if you're sitting at the entrance, basically there's a huge aggro radius around them, and anybody they see on the way back is going to get attacked. So in those situations, you'll usually have 10, 15, even more guys following one person, because it kind of builds up. You can't stop to fight one guy. So if you run through 4 or 5 rooms on the way back, and each one has 2 or 3 people in it, all those people are coming after you too. And so, like I say, you'll have like half the zone coming, and you just can't fight that. Hold on a second, guys. I don't know if we should go back in there. It seems a little too high. Yeah. I mean, we were doing all right in there. It was just that the Legos were really just, yeah, it's busy too. The Legos were just too high for us. We just couldn't really do any damage to those guys, and they would just wipe the floor with us like they did to that one guy. So when you have the chance that those can spawn off of pretty much any creature, because they have a random chance of spawning, levels 1 through whatever the case may be for the zone that you're in. So you'll get higher or lower creatures. You'll also get different kinds of creatures that may be a caster one time, a tank the next. Some of them are set. Some of them are the same guys over and over and over again every single time in that spot. As you can see, I'm blind. But some of them are random. They're on a 3 or 4 different mob rotation that you can just get any one of those guys at any time. You can tell I'm blind. Guys. I think we could do it if we spread it out. Plus, we're already doing so much damage. There we go. And you can see I'm fighting Taunt, probably with his pet. If you have a pet and you have a tank, you can actually turn your pet's taunt off so that he doesn't compete with it, and that's usually a good idea because you don't want your pet trying to take the hits. Usually the tank will be able to do it far better than your pet, and you just have your pet in the background, really just doing extra damage. Thanks, that guy got it off of us. Two-handed slashing's going up, and that's always going to be a plus, especially fighting higher creatures. If your skill isn't even maxed out, then you're really going to have a hard time in there. meditate, level 5 or 8. I think it was level 8. Or even higher. It might be level 14 or something. So it depends on the class. I know I got it pretty early on for my cleric. I'm trying to think about the wizard that I played a long time ago. 8 or 12, yeah, see? I thought it was... There's nothing there, I can't loot. That's a hard one because you're getting the 8 AC, but you're losing a dexterity and a stamina, so that's 10 health for the stamina. I don't know, it's better than nothing, I guess, but you do have to take that. And the problem I have with these bronze breastplates ones is they're great AC, but you gotta look at the weight. The weight is so much, it's crazy. Of course, this is made for a large character, or a large race, I should say. So I think I have something better than that. It's not quite as good as that one. But I'm not really in a rush. I mean, it's close enough, and I'm not going to switch it out for that, especially if I'm getting it for free. You know, let them make them some money off of it if you can. He switched to go behind at the same time. His weapon has this really, really cool proc on it, which allows him to do just insane amount of damage, which is why he keeps still on the aggro. There we go, I got one on me. Let me get this other one. Okay, so he feared one, which can be a very, very messy thing if you're in a bad spot where he can aggro more. He'll run off. This is probably not going to work with this. There's just too many. I'm not going to make it. Now, normally, if you're the tank and you guys are going to zone it, the tank should be the very last person to go through the zone, because at the moment he goes through the zone, their hate is wiped for him, but still there for everybody else. So, whereas you can take the hits for a couple seconds, other people can't. I don't know what they're waiting for. Well, we're going to go ahead and end the video there, guys. I hope you liked these episodes. Please hit the like button, subscribe, leave comments below, or as always, you're welcome to hit me up in the game. Thanks again for watching.